Christmas is here. The awe and the wonder of a child. The adoration of parents, shepherds, animals, and angels. The action of God become human. Christmas is here. The light of the star shining, the wise men from the east guiding, the strange gifts they are bringing. Christmas is here. The Word becomes flesh, baby in the creche, gift of eternal love. Christmas is here. Crown of creation, hope for all nations, gate of salvation. Christmas is here. Break upon our hearts of stone, remake and reshape us for love alone. Your light within our lives shine. Christmas is here. Welcome to our lives. Welcome to our hearts. Welcome to our world. Christmas is here. Today I met a patient from Ghana, Africa. And he said to me, "A fish na pa, a fish na pa." To which I responded, "Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas." I guess that's what he was saying to me. And he said, "That's right, Father, a fish na pa." Whatever language, whatever country, whatever age, we are a people blessed by grace to make a journey. Our faith is based on the promise of salvation kept in the birth of Jesus in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago. Our faith is sustained by our annual remembrance of that incredible mystery. And our faith is deepened by the years of our preparation for Christ's coming in glory, when one day we will see Christ face to face. I never imagined 7 months ago that I'd be back here at Holy Family Chapel as hospital chaplain once again. I was here before, 20 years ago, and the bishop says, "Go again." So with faith, I came back to this beautiful place. Beautiful people, beautiful stories, and beautiful lessons every day. One day, a man suffered from a devastating stroke. It affected his leg, his one arm, and most of his speech. The poor fellow was frustrated. He was unable to communicate with other people. It was very sad that he could not speak to his beloved wife, his bride. As a result, his life was filled with loneliness. He became quite bitter and angry. So one day, a parish priest comes to visit him in the hospital here. And the priest finds it difficult to speak to this man who had a stroke. He found it very awkward. He was tempted to ignore the man and just speak to his wife. But instead, he spoke in sort of small talk that people do in talking to a baby. This didn't work either. The priest felt like he failed in his visit. So he was getting ready to leave, and he remembered reading somewhere at some time, when stroke victims can't speak and can't talk, they can sometimes sing. Realizing he had nothing to lose and everything to gain, the priest began singing the words, "Silent night, instantly. It seemed like a miracle. The man who suffered a stroke, who had so much difficulty communicating with anyone, began singing. There was no more stuttering, no breakdown of forming words. He just sang the words that, round yon virgin mother and child, hold ye infant so tender and mild. As the man reached for his pastor's hand to hold, the wife joined in the singing. Sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. With those words, suddenly there was heavenly peace, and God was born again. What can this stroke victim teach you and I this Christmas? Maybe something stolen your joy. Maybe there's something that frustrates you. How can your life begin singing again? Some harmony. That we're here on this earth, in a small place, in time and space, to let the beams of God's love grace others' lives. Like the wise men who knelt at the newborn Savior of the world to contemplate that holy night, a virgin who would give birth, a star that dispelled darkness, a manger that became a throne, a stable, a palace, where sheep and cattle became warmth, and straw a bed, where lowly shepherds found the way, the truth, and the life. We behold a baby born in a small town called Bethlehem, house of bread, in the manger where food for the livestock was stored. And tonight on Christmas Eve, we receive the greatest gift earth holds for any believer. We receive the bread of life in the Eucharist. I've been a priest almost 31 years, and there is no greater gift I've ever discovered than that treasure. To know God's infinite love is born in time for hearts that believe. Just as the Virgin gave birth, and winter turns to spring, and night to day, a star is born. The silence is pierced with an angelic song, and the harsh coldness of life is filled with warmth and tenderness that could only come from the one who never changes, Jesus Christ's love for us. Hebrews tells us in Hebrews 13:8, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, the same today, and the same tomorrow. Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to love Jesus. I learned that Jesus wanted me to be priest, give my life to proclaim his message, his good news. And then I came to believe and learn that the church is the prolongation of the incarnation. That's why people come to the house of the Lord, Sunday after Sunday, to hear God's word, to let the message spring within the fibers of their being, and to go out to be light to a world that needs Christ's light. You know, we all get different gifts at Christmas. They come in different ways. Some are surprise. If you've seen the Jack Daniels commercials, it's not what's under the tree, it's what's around the tree. One person sent me a Christmas song on my iPhone. It's by Francesca Stelli. It's entitled, Be Born in Me. And in that song it says, may my heart be your Bethlehem. May my heart be a place that bears love and gives life to the world. The last time I was here at Mercy Hospital in the mid-90s, I got a Christmas card this Christmas from Dr. Larry Jones. He's not related to me. He used to be in charge of our burn unit here at Mercy Hospital. He's been a burn surgical doctor for 36 years. I scouted out to see where he is today. He's at the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. And his sister sent me this Christmas card. And in the card, she writes, "Dear Father Rich, happy to hear you are again serving at Mercy Hospital, which is where my husband Mike and I met you when he was battling throat cancer and died on December 16, 2006. He was able to live with cancer for 10 years. We were both converts to Catholicism. Appreciate my faith more and more every day I'm alive. May you have a glorious Jesus season." Somehow, that anointed my spirit. Christ dwelled in Mary's womb for 9 months in the tabernacle of that sacred place. And Christ dwells to the end of ages in the tabernacle of the church's faith that gathers to worship. And he will dwell forever in the knowledge and the love of every faithful soul that seeks him. In closing this Christmas week, as a hospital chaplain, you see your normal patients of your normal floors that you're designated to see, that you're entrusted to overlook. And then you see people who want to see a chaplain, or the staff wants them to see a chaplain, or the family wants them to be visited by a chaplain. Well, this call was from a sister who wanted her sister to see a chaplain. And I went to see her this week, and she gives me a 2-page list. I thought it was a Christmas list. And she said, "These are everything I want you to pray for my sister, Father." So I listened to her sister's love. It was incredible. Her love was so deep for her sister, and so much concern. And I prayed, and I asked the question I usually do before I leave a patient: is there anything else I can do for you? It's a miracle question. And I said, we're having church service at Holy Family Chapel at 4 o'clock. Would you like to come to the church service? I'll ask the nurse. I inquired with the nurse. I said, can she and her sister come to Holy Family Chapel? Saturday afternoon, they were in the chapel. And I said, thanks for your love for your sister. If it wasn't so great, she wouldn't have said yes to come into church today. God's love for everyone in this church is so great. It's worth coming to experience that love each day of our lives.